Practicing detailed listening. Hi, Vicky Kelty here with another episode of the Language Learning Report Card podcast. Your homework assignment, if you choose to accept it, is to listen for details. And the reason this is really good practice for you is because it will help in conversations. And if you are somebody who is interested in doing some kind of English exam, you could also find this practice useful. And it's much more fun than the listening you'll probably still have to do, because you will still have to do your listening practice for your exam. But this will be another way that you can practice it. So, how do you do this? Okay, here's how it works. Take a movie trailer or the preview for the next season of a TV show and watch it. The first time you watch it, I want you to take notes and pay attention to either singular words or try and find a full sentence. I did this in French and I actually went for the full sentence. So you do not need to be an advanced English learner before you go for the full sentence option. Then the second time you listen, because you have to listen twice, you are going to turn on the captions. Yes, it is important. Sorry, I should have mentioned this. It is important that you have captions of some type available. You need those captions or subtitles to confirm what you wrote down. And that's what you do the second time you listen, you read those subtitles and check what you wrote down. And that's it. That is your detailed listening. Sounds easy, right? Well, for my experiment, I gave it a 75%. That's a C. I know I sound really positive about that. And I do not remember ever being so positive when I received a C from my teachers, but really, a C is not that bad of a grade in the grand scheme of things. There were so many positive things that came about. But there were also things that I noticed that could be adapted so that this homework would be more effective and maybe less stressful the next time that I do it. And of course, I will share those things with you. It did go really fast because a trailer is usually only like 2 minutes. I watched a trailer for the movie Ladybug. I've never actually seen the cartoon, but I knew that it was available in French, so it was perfect to watch the trailer for. The thing that I found most difficult about this is that when I was writing the words, I would hear another word that I understood, but I hadn't finished writing the previous word. And so I was at this point of, do I finish writing this word or do I start writing the next word? Okay, let's remember the next word. Let me finish this first word. And then by the time I got to the next word, I had a new word that I understood. So that was definitely the balancing act that I had to do, was to decide which word is more important for me to finish writing. And what I ended up trying to do was just accept that some words would not get written down completely, because my priority was actually to write a full sentence. So I was listening for, did I understand a full sentence? I'm going to try to write down that full sentence and just forget about the word I was writing, which really was hard because I had like this competition with myself where I wanted those points, these points that don't really exist. And so I wanted those fictitious points, but I got the points anyways because I knew that I had understood those words. And what I would suggest is to decide, do you want to focus on trying to find one complete sentence that you can write down, or do you want to focus on finding as many individual words as you can in the 2 minutes? I would go for the complete sentence because that's going to give you more of the detailed listening that you're trying to work on. But you do you, okay? And what I would also suggest is to decide if you are going to pause your video or not. I chose not to pause it, to let it play for the 2 minutes and just write as fast as I could, let words go unfinished if they couldn't be written down fast enough, and move on to the next word or phrase. And I did get one full sentence, so I achieved my goal, which really should make this 100% an A plus in that respect. There you go. What do you think? Would you do this homework? Let me know if you do. Send me an email at hola@vickykelty.com. I hope that you can put this homework into practice for yourself. And that's all from me. Happy listening, happy learning, and have fun with your English. Bye for now.